Well, it's going to happen anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to A Bold and Distant Future. We are in the midst of some bad things going down, January 8th. Starting the New Year's off in a horrible way. And what's going on in Minnesota right now is tragic. But I'm joined here to kind of work it out with Craig and Scooter. So we've got some voices here to add to the
cacophony.
Add to the cacophony. Scream if you need to scream, go for it. I don't care. Man, it's ugly out there.
Yeah.
I think this is my new thing. Right-wing terrorism must stop.
I like that.
We need to start calling these guys the terrorists. We're not the terrorists. Left-wing terrorism, forget it.
Or domestic terrorism. Yeah, there's just not such a thing.
We're just scum.
Yep.
Yep, we're scummy. Well, here is the shooter in the Minneapolis incident that happened 2 days ago now. And if you know this man's name, please contact the Minneapolis Police Department or the Minnesota State Police. And there's the number. He hasn't been identified yet. We don't know who he is. But
Well, he really looks concerned, doesn't he?
yeah, I think this is shortly after he shot the woman.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Could have been before, but I think it's right after. This is happening January 20th. It's the Free America Walkout. It's on a Tuesday, which is the Tuesday after Martin Luther King's birthday recognition on that Monday. 2 p.m. people are meeting in many places. They're urging people to walk out of their place of employment if they can. Join a protest. Go to 5051 to find one near you. I'm going to wear a mask, and I'm taking the bus down. Jack Smith, he basically gave his report finally December 15th or December 17th thereabouts, and they videotaped him. Maybe you've seen excerpts of this, but he basically maps out that Trump did provoke the the takeover in the Capitol. But then the Republicans didn't release it until, New Year's Eve. They kind of throw it out with the trash. Oh, I think I want to get A Bold and Distant Future's name up there. Could we be on top of Trump? Maybe we can be up there. What do you think?
Are we suggesting that Trump is the bold and distant future?
No. Maybe we could just put our names over Trump. This is what it looks like. Stephen Beschloss, maybe, but what he says, it's hard to believe that one man can cause so much stress, so much fear, so much pain and suffering. A man who took an oath to preserve and protect our Constitution. This man, who is inciting terror across our land, must be removed from office. In a sane world, it would happen immediately.
No argument here.
Yeah.
Just, what's the plan?
Right.
Yeah. What is the plan? What do we do? I'm at a loss. I mean, even if you watched Heather Cox Richardson, she was talking about Venezuela, which I think is our next topic, and she was like, I don't even know what to make of this. The president sending troops in to kidnap a leader of another sovereign nation. That's way off the Vinny map I've ever heard of. Did they do something like that with Noriega?
Yes. Very similar process.
Did they just go in and kidnap him right out of his own country?
It was more of a land invasion. There were troops on ground, and so I don't remember what the predecessor to actually capturing him. But it wasn't the helicopter-based kidnap effort.
This is something we've heard before, that the absence of empathy is really what is evil. And this person says, I told you once that I was searching for the nature of evil. I think I've come close to defining it. It's a lack of empathy. It's the one characteristic that connects all the defendants, a genuine incapacity to feel with their fellow man. Evil, I think, is the absence of empathy. And this was someone that was working on the Nuremberg trials, G.M. Gilbert.
So is psychopathology. And I think that our president is a classic psychopath.
Yeah. If you have ever looked into that book, I can't remember, Mindy, what's her name? Mindy Lee, she put together. Anyway, interesting book. Well, this happened. It was bombs dropping. I wanted to go to Google Earth and try to figure out what was the building what was the target. Do we know the targets? What were they bombing?
I think what they were attempting to do was to remove any anti-air defenses so they could have, what is that called? Control of the skies, or... Because they needed to bring in the helicopters, so they brought out their fixed-wing aircraft in to bomb all of their air defense positions.
Oh, so it was a military airport or hangar or something, huh?
Yeah, and all their anti-aircraft weaponry. I don't know much more than that. But it's amazing how, the news, its priority was not to pose the question of what happened, but instead just reported out nothing but the tactical and strategic planning. Well, not even the planning, they didn't get into that, but just the exactitude of the movements, and praised that in so doing, and never asked the question, why? What is this about? Amazing.
Yeah.
Which is, legacy media is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the corporate world.
Yeah, there's no voice in the legacy media that's taking this on or questioning it. Exactly, they're just commenting on what happened.
Yeah, exactly. And calling that news.
Did you guys see the picture of his wife post-capture?
No.
She looks like she's been battered. I mean, she's got a black eye. The whole side of her head is inflamed.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like somebody took a crowbar to her.
Wow. No, I didn't see those injuries.
So yeah, all pretty heavy. My personal take is that this guy, Maduro, he's a consummate asshole. There's really no way around it. I mean, he jailed people, he's tortured people, he's participated in extrajudicial killings. Venezuela itself has become a basket case. Something like 20% of the population has tried to leave. But the question then is this our problem or is it Venezuela's problem? One might hope that perhaps, maybe, I don't know, Slovenia will drop bombs in Washington, D.C. and kidnap Trump. It would be the same thing.
Right.
And maybe we would find room to celebrate, but it's not their problem. It's ours, and in Venezuela it's the same thing. So obviously, and obviously, in addition, it's obviously the source of tremendous extractable resources, oil and so on. But more than that, it's a shot across the bow for the rest of the Americas, the rest of the Western Hemisphere, including, by the way, Greenland.
And Cuba,
Oh, definitely Cuba.
Yeah, Rubio is Cuba, The grievance finally played out. And then you're absolutely right that now Canada is back in focus as distraction, but also as the second shot across the bow.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're basically telling everybody else, primarily the Chinese, but also the Russians, that it's the Monroe Doctrine. We all know it's the Monroe Doctrine. It was supposed to have been put to sleep some time ago, but it's alive and active.
I agree. Yeah, and it's a partition of the world into three parts, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, Putin's Russia and whatever parts of Europe he's going to grab, and then Xi gets all of East Asia.
Well, their geopolitical plan long-term is Eurasia.
Yeah, right.
So that means Eurasia from Lisbon to Vladivostok.
Yeah. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, and then Africa. Notice how foolish we are, and that Africa is just going to be allowed or offered to Xi, as he's already established such strong presence there.
Yeah. So China gets the South. They'll probably get Taiwan. They're present in Africa. Russia's got the rest of the Eastern Hemisphere, and we got the rest.
Yeah.
Where that leaves people, countries like Japan and South Korea, I have no idea. But yeah, I think that's what we're aiming for. By the end of the century, it's going to be a tripartite world.
Yeah. Yep. So we finally see the larger plan.
It's sort of like the drawbridges are being raised up and the moats are being dug, and it's
Yeah.
like three little kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, three rather significant kingdoms, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, this is Fox News's coverage of the Venezuelan events.
Mhm.
30 to 50 million barrels of oil heading to the U.S.
how do we know that?
I
I mean,
don't know.
the oil is still under control of the state.
Yeah.
So how can we say that?
That's
a
what
great
that's
question.
what Trump is telling us.
And Trump tells us a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. Well, whatever he says becomes news. But did you hear stories that some of these things are AI? Some of these celebrations in the street of Maduro's
Oh,
have
interesting.
been AI, and or they could be faked. Wag the dog kind of faked events too.
Yeah.
I think that's easier to believe than they're not.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't have any real sense of what the people in Venezuela, how they're reacting to this. I don't have any sense of that.
Well, there is a core, Chavista core that is
Mhm.
probably supporting Maduro. Maduro himself is hardly a Chavista.
Mm-hmm.
He's nothing like Hugo.
Mhm.
He is a Chavista by proximity, not by principle.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, I am sure that there is a strong, hard core of people that believed in the whole Bolivarian revolution thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch who aren't. And I would imagine that's the usual suspects. It's the petty bourgeoisie, the bourgeoisie themselves, and the elite class.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Venezuela? I can't figure out. Well, we're going to spin the wheel here in a minute from the mass blackout, and hopefully this will take our minds off of it and give us some direction of another type. But I can't understand why Venezuela's let their oil production become so dilapidated. People were saying in the news that they haven't put any money into it in years. I mean, if they've got this amazing resource, why aren't
We
they?
have sanctions against them, right?
Yes.
And this is not just us, it's the European Union as well.
Mm-hmm. So maybe oil production equipment, isn't available. Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They're being blocked out of the market to buy the tools to work them again.
It's typically what we do to third world countries that, don't sit when we tell them to.
Oh, I love how you use that phrase, don't sit upon command.
Mhm.
Our pets. Yeah, there's that lack of empathy as well. It's just amazing.
Well, here's the mass blackout wheel of solidarity. Seek non-exploitative mutual benefit. That's kind of so Pollyanna in a way, but that is a goal. I think that would be a goal.
Try and imagine what that looks like.
It's
Um,
sort of compromising to give up some things so each party is getting something.
So you remember kind of towards the mid-'70s, at the kind of the end of the counterculture, there were a lot of attempts to do something like this with food conspiracies. Do you remember those?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Yeah, and cooperative endeavors. We used to have co-op as a grocery store. And it was a co-op.
It was a viable
functioned
co-op.
like
Yeah.
it was a Safeway, only it was owned by all the members.
Yeah.
That's long gone. There's a lot of these kinds of institutions that could be brought back on the basis of cooperation.
Yeah. Good point.
We have a couple of co-op businesses in our neighborhood, but that
Yeah,
needs,
so do we. Yeah.
that
But
needs to
they're,
happen more.
yeah. They're novelties in some respects. So, I mean, they're fascinating. It does harken back to a past time, but now, they stand up just as tiny little jewels against the big box experience that is most of our consumerism.
The black velvet that is our consumerist life.
Yeah.
Well, this is my favorite poster that I saw at a protest I went to, and it's from the Declaration of Independence. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people.
Wow. Wow.
You're not reading the Declaration of Independence in the Constitution for guidance.
Yeah.
Where are we,
I like that. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good find.
I think that should be a T-shirt.
I think that should be a facial tattoo.
I never put laugh track on this show, but I do add applause track, so I'm going to applaud you there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about those applause tracks.
Are you in favor or against it? Is it too cheesy for you or what?
It's, once in a while, it's all right.
I kind of overdid it.
Yeah.
I know, it gets to the point of absurdity where it's just not funny anymore. But I have to amuse myself as I'm editing these things. I'm going to be sprinkling lots of applause over this dialogue.
Yeah. I think you should find some other sound effects. With some barking, body going down the stairs, stuff like that.
Random machine gun fire.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought, helicopters flying over the top of my, building here.
That would actually
Sirens.
be apropos.
Yeah, and in the spirit of Bolivar, some sort of viva or anything from the Spanish-speaking hemisphere of the world. That would be cool too.
You know that chant? What is it? Los something. Unidas. Esta something something. That translates into the people united shall never be defeated.
Mm-hmm.
I've been noticing people getting that wrong during rallies. They're saying the people united shall never be divided, which kind of is self-evident. And sort of nonsensical. The people divided will never be united. I mean, it goes the same way. So I don't know why I mentioned that. Obviously, it's not apropos to Stephen Miller.
No.
Well, Stephen Miller was the spokesperson that came on these last day or two after Venezuela, just on a tirade.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about we are the most powerful country, we should be running things, the United States is running Venezuela. It's like, and, anyone that's against this is anti-American.
You said that?
Yeah, well, I think Kristi Noem said that directly.
Oh, God, Kristi Noem. Okay, yeah.
But the two of them together are just, I think I've got her quote. Kristi Noem says anyone who protests bombing Venezuela is anti-American.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to find myself a protest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get out there. January 20th.
No, God, what a frickin' joke.
Mm-hmm. I saw in the news this morning when she's responding to the Minneapolis situation, and she's wearing or sporting a cowboy hat. As though it's a fashion show. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, someone did a spoof on the cowboy hat thing, and they had her wearing this huge cowboy hat. It was like,
right.
Gigantic, and like underneath it, you could hardly see her. They somehow did it graphically. It was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Well, hey, I'm going to sort of sign off here, but hey, thank you guys for being here at Bold and Distant Future. I feel like there's too much to talk about. 20 minutes is never enough. What can we do? We just do what we can do here.
Yeah, highlight a few key areas and keep the inquiry and analysis going, at whatever level we can. So,
or potentially you could expand the length of the program.
Yep,
we could. I just think viewership would suffer. Instead of 3 views, you might just get 1.
Well, you definitely. I mean, you have a guaranteed view with me, so that's 1.
And I'm number 2.
There you go.
And Eddie's 3, so we now have a triumvirate.